I went into our departmental exam office one day and I saw this young lady in tears. And as she was crying, I got to know that she had failed about 3 courses altogether. And what made the matter was because this young lady was already an overstayed student. So she came back to rewrite those courses after missing out in graduating with her mate. And she failed the courses altogether again. It was a very painful experience. And in my little research, I discovered that many students are actually failing because of a lot of factors and they are not aware of it. In this video, I'll be sharing with you some of these major reasons why students fail in school. So if you are a student or you are one who hates failure, I want you to stick with me from the first point to the last point of this video because it will open your eyes to some of these reasons why intelligent students are performing very poor in school. And while all the points holds very relevant, the last of them will actually be very mind-blowing. So I advise you to stick with me to the end. But before we proceed, if this is your first time of coming here, my name is Christian C. Eze. I'm a university first class graduate, and in this video, I'll be sharing powerful tips to students and also to non-students who desire excellence in any area of their life. So I want to invite you to my channel by inviting you to hit the subscribe button to this video and become part of this growing community. So having said that, let us proceed to the video. Now, the first point, the first reason why students are failing in school is because of poor mindset. I used to tell students that excellence is first of all a mindset before it becomes your reality. So your mental picture of yourself can go a long way to puncture your actual future you get. So the thing that you desire to receive, the thing you desire to get in life, if you don't believe that these things are possible, the likelihood of you getting them is very, very low. So the major thing I want to advise you here is that you should believe that you can pass. You should believe that you can succeed. You should believe that you can become the best in your class and aim for it and work towards it. So I will advise you to actually go for the best in any exam and believe that excellence is actually a possibility for you. All right, so the next thing why students actually fail in school is attention to distractions. Yeah, I used to tell students that there are many distractions in school. There are many things that, fun in school, distraction that come with phone, friends hanging around and all this thing. This thing can make many people, even intelligent students, to fail because these things are finding their way into their time and they don't have any other time to give to their academics. You get some people either they give so much attention to their business, they give so much attention to their fellowship, they give so much attention to even other extracurricular activities, and this thing can make them to perform poorly when they should be topping the class. So all in all, this calls for balancing because if you don't know that your academics is also very important, you're actually in school basically to learn, and it's not limited to one sphere alone. So you must also give your attention to your academics. So distraction is a very big challenge to many students that if you don't handle, it will definitely handle you badly. So the next point is hatred for course of study. Now, many schools we have known give students courses they did not actually apply for. You get, and many students just want to leave their parents to have that experience of one who have gone to school, and they will just they will be studying a course that they don't really like or they don't have passion for. At the end of the day, they will be coming out with poor grades, they will be coming out with poor results, and they may not trace it to the fact that they have lost their vibes or they don't have passion for this course they are studying. Now, my advice to students who are studying a course that they don't like is, please do well in any course you are studying. Remember that you owe yourself excellence. Let me just put it that way. You owe yourself excellence in any course that you are studying. So give in your best and do well in every course. Remember that any course can actually change your life, irrespective of the name or what you think it is. So the fourth reason here is wrong association. Wrong association. Many students are always hanging around with the wrong people. You get, just imagine a goat that is hanging around with a dog. How will they cope? Or let's just say an eagle that is hanging around with other birds. You get, it cannot fly high. Now, this is why many students are not doing well. They are surrounded with people who don't believe in excellence. They are surrounded with people who don't believe that success is a possibility. And this is why they are not actually giving in their best to achieve their dream. So be very, very selective about your friends. Get close to people who believe in success. Get close to people who value excellence to the core. And you will become one of them. Because like actually attracts like. So the fifth reason here is negligence for lectures or lecture notes you get. Now, many students don't have that habit of taking notes during any of the lectures, even the major points you get. Now, why you may not need to copy the lecturer verbatim, there are people who are fast enough to be able to do this, but why you may not need to copy the lecturer verbatim, you actually need to take notes. It will help you to even understand better you get. If you are not taking notes, you may not know when your mind start wandering or you get carried away while the lecture is ongoing. So you need to take notes. You need to take notes during lecture and also pay attention to your lecture notes because every lecturer usually value what they have given to the students in class. Also, when you pay attention to lectures, you'll be able to understand the emphasis of lecturers and it will give you a foresight to know where to focus more while you are reading for the exam. So the essence of this is for you to know that if you don't attend lectures or if you neglect your lecture notes, you will definitely not do well in that particular exam or in that course. Many students don't have that habit of going to lectures, maybe because of one reason or the other. Maybe something came up, or maybe they are running a business, or maybe they usually wake up late. They don't have that habit of meeting up for lectures. Please make out time for it for your own good and also for success sake, because I want you to succeed. So you do well to attend lectures and also give attention to your lecture notes. So the sixth reason why students fail is because of lack of relevant materials. Lack of relevant materials. You see, you need relevant materials to succeed. The right textbook and also the right material that the lecturer recommends you get. Now, it's not to say that you will limit yourself to just the recommended material, but you need it chiefly for any exam. You need it chiefly to prepare for any exam. There are people who just go online and download any material of their choice and just read it for the exam. It is not wise, you get. Always make sure that you assess the material that the lecturer recommends you get. It will go a long way to help you to prepare effectively. And the lecturer's material, the recommended material from the lecturer is always where he will set the question from. And also, it is what the lecturer expects you to answer that you should answer to be able to perform better in exam, not just what you think you get. Even if it means borrowing or even going hungry to make sure that you get the recommended material, please, it's worth it, because without it, you may not actually do well in that exam. So the seventh one here is hatred for lecturers. You see, if you don't like the lecturer, the likelihood of you falling in love with the course is very, very low. So you need to understand that for the sake of your GPA, for the sake of your performance and your results, you need to separate the lecturer from the lecture or from the course you are studying, especially the personality of some lecturers. I must agree with you that some lecturers have this kind of immoral and also unfair attitude towards some students in class. However, you should not allow this thing to affect you, because once you have this thorough hatred for the lecturer, you may not even read very well for the person's course, and you may not even care whether the person failed you or not. But I want you to care, because you are always at the receiving end. If you fail, you will carry over and you will overstay again. You will labor more and all these things. So do all you can not to allow the lecturer's attitude to discourage you from giving you your best in that particular exam. The eighth one here is poor reading culture you get. This is very, very sensitive. Most time we teach students who don't like book for any reason. We teach them on smart reading strategy. It doesn't help you get. You have to fall in love with reading first before you talk about reading strategies you get. So many students hate reading books for any reason. So, but because you are a student, you need to fall in love with your studies. You need to know that reading should be something you should incorporate into your daily life. Simply because you're a student, yeah, just as you eat, just as you wake up every day to go about your day, incorporate reading as part and parcel of your life so that you'll be able to succeed. It is necessary for success. Reading culture is something that every student needs to cultivate if you actually succeed in your exam and also succeed in your course in school, course of study. If you are getting value from this video, I really want to invite you to become part of this growing community by hitting the subscribe button you are seeing in this particular video and becoming part of this growing community. Also, give this video a thumbs up so that others can get to see it. So having said that, that brings us to the ninth point, which is the last. I termed it lack of external help. You get. Now, as a student, you need to know that even though we emphasize on your effort is not enough. You need help from external sources. You need to know that you need the help of people, you need the help of your classmates, help of your roommates when there are corporations around them and a good relationship. It helps you also to have a very good posture towards your exam and towards your studies. Also, have mentors around you. Surround yourself with people that can help you. This is not just association now. This is how you handle the people that are in your life. You get. And also in this area of external help, I will also talk about the help of God. Now, personally, I believe strongly that God can help somebody to succeed, or there is a place of God in success. The grace of God doesn't mean you will not work hard, but the grace of God, when it is there, it is committed to help you succeed where your effort cannot carry you to. Okay? So the results that you will get may not match your effort because God will be helping you. So I will advise you to maximize the help of God the much you can. You need to have a good relationship with yourself, have a good relationship with people around you, have mentors, have people you run to, ask questions, and all these things so that you get help where necessary. And above all, have a right relationship with God. All right. These are the reasons why students don't perform better in school. So if any of this is your challenge, it's not too late to do the right thing. So I want to thank you for staying through to this video. And also, if you have not watched my video on mindset, I would like to invite you. There are also other videos that are coming up. So see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.